Happy New Year! We're back, baby! What's going on, buddy? Episode 93!
Let's go. How are we doing?
We're back.
Sorry for the week's absence. We had a little bit of I call it disturbance. Let's say some shit came up. Let's say that. But everything's fine. We're here. We're good to go.
We're back, and that's all that matters.
It's all back. This guy's looks skinnier than I've ever seen him before, but that's okay.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Okay, good. Have some more saltine crackers.
It's bulking season, so I'm bulking up.
Yeah. How much bulking did you do last week?
Not that much. All right. The Patriots. Let's start with that. Thoughts on the season?
Thank God it's over.
Yeah.
Thank God it's over. It's all. It was. I mean, yesterday they played the Jets, who literally didn't show up. Literally. I mean, they were. People forget they were down 14-7 in the third quarter. I didn't even watch the game.
I didn't watch the game.
I didn't watch the game. I didn't even waste my time. I didn't even watch it.
Me neither.
I mean, this little shovel pass to Sony Michel, then another freaking pass to Jacoby Myers and throws it to Cam Newton. I mean, what the fuck is that? I mean, it was fucking cool, but it's like, what the fuck is that?
Cam Newton a receiving touchdown yesterday.
Yeah,
Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Cam
Record
Newton.
for rushing yards in the season.
Yeah. Fucking more rushing yards than probably passing yards. No, I'm just kidding. Just saying.
So
Great
what?
game yesterday.
Yeah.
21 from 30, 242 yards, 3 touchdowns, 11 carries, 79 yards.
Against the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they,
Literally the Jet. I mean, Adam Gase was fired before the game.
Yeah.
He was fired before the game?
Well, I mean,
They
not
They said
officially.
Saturday that they were going to move on.
They said you're gonna coach the last game and then fucking smell you later.
Jeez. All right, so what do the Patriots need to do to turn it around next year?
Need a quarterback.
Get the kid from Alabama.
Alabama?
Need
Mac Jones.
wide receivers. You need tight ends. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. They'll be back in the playoffs next year.
You think so?
Are you kidding me?
100%.
Are you kidding me? They're gonna have another year like they did this year? No way.
So do you think Cam Newton's going to start? Well, first they have to sign him, or what's going on?
Cam Newton is a free agent, number one.
So do you think they're going to sign him?
No, absolutely not. No, they're not signing. I don't think so.
Potentially as a backup.
Potentially as
If they can get him for like another $1 million again, I would bring him in as like a veteran presence to whoever they have going in there, 100%. Because he is a good leader. He is a good. I mean, you can say what you want about him on the field. He did everything right off the field as far as working, this and that, blah blah blah. I'm not making any excuses for him how his performance was.
He couldn't throw the ball.
What the fuck is that?
What about
Ring. Security at the house.
It's like one of those like little ring things, you know, like a little ring.
Wind chime.
we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah, yeah,
we
wind
didn't
chime.
get a chance to talk about
That's
this.
sick. We have a wind chime in here?
Not us, you
We didn't get a
dumbass.
chance to talk about this last time because we weren't here, but his Cam Newton's schedule, his morning schedule,
It's so weird. He goes to bed at 11:30 and gets up at 4:20.
4:20 out the door by 4:30,
Right.
and he doesn't take his first sip of coffee till 8.
He's fishing.
I don't know. I mean, what are you doing between 4:30 and 8? Number one.
My question is, how do you get out of bed and get out the door by 10 minutes? What are you doing?
I mean, you must literally
I've
like.
done
I mean,
that.
in the way that he probably dresses too, like it takes him like 30 minutes
Exactly.
to get
Gotta
dressed.
get his hat, gotta get his fancy clothes.
The only thing I did watch
Bandana.
yesterday. The only thing I watched yesterday was the fifth quarter, just because I like hearing Cam's press conferences. They're actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
It took him forever. The game was over at 4. He wasn't there until 5:30. What are you doing?
Gotta get on his hats.
Yeah.
Stick that freaking hat on that head?
He's a big locker room guy. He's probably talking to all the guys.
He's probably saying goodbye to everybody.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya.
Nice knowing you.
Experiment didn't work. It's okay. The next one will work.
The next one will work.
The next one's gonna work.
Cap space.
Because I'm gonna tell you, hopefully by the time the next season comes around, this pandemic will be done. Hopefully.
Let's hope.
What does that have to do with anything?
You have fans back in the stands. You can actually have a normal training camp. You can have off-season workouts.
Yep.
No fucking opt-outs. No freaking having to worry about guys going on COVID lists like the guy from the Saints there that might miss the fucking playoffs.
Kamara. He's
That's
not
it.
missing it though.
Kamara's on the COVID list?
He's on the
He
COVID
has
list.
COVID.
Yeah, he has COVID.
Oh,
That's
shit.
And all
He'll be
they
back
had to play with
Sunday.
no running backs.
Uh.
They had to play with no running backs in their game.
positive. Yeah.
What?
You didn't hear about this?
No.
Yeah, the Saints didn't play with a running back. They had Ty Montgomery, who's a wide receiver, also running back, start running back from them. still won. They played the Panthers. They won 33-7. It wasn't. An
And
issue.
they already had their seed anyway,
Yeah.
right? So it really didn't matter, right?
Well, they still were playing for the 1 seed. If they'd won, the Packers lost. They get the 1 seed. The Packers won.
Makes sense.
But so that game's on. So we'll talk about this more. But that game's on Sunday. Their playoff game.
Yo.
Hey, Dakota, what's going on, babe?
So yeah, the Bears
fuck.
game on a Sunday. If it were on Saturday, Kamara would not be able to be eligible to play because of the 10-day quarantine period.
Of course, they scheduled them.
So they
Sunday.
scheduled the Saints game on Sunday.
Of course
they did.
So that
course.
he can play.
I mean, that makes sense, though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Have the best players available for the
Yeah,
games.
you don't want to.
This isn't like we're talking about an injury here or a suspension. We're talking about fucking COVID here.
Because he has to test negative before he can come back, but he will test negative no matter what. I assume.
Of course he will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Just like Lamar would test negative,
Exactly.
too.
Yeah. Who's Steve Grogan? This is Cam Newton passed Steve Grogan.
He
for
was the Patriots. He was the quarterback for the Patriots. Think back in the 70s?
He passed Cam Newton passed Steve Grogan for the single season team record for rushing yards by a
70s.
quarterback. Interesting. And his 49-yard run on the Patriots' opening drive was the longest by a quarterback in franchise history. All right.
Shabbat shalom.
God knows Brady wasn't doing it.
All right. before-
Yeah. You know something? I
Oh,
would
did you
love
see
to
this?
know. I would love to know if Brady ever tested positive this year. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there.
I would be surprised because Tom Brady treats his body like a palace.
No.
I'm sure he saran
It'd be
wraps
bad for his
himself.
brand if he got COVID.
Exactly.
Yeah, COVID's
Terrible
not
for
coming
his brand.
by
I'm
Brady.
sure he saran wraps
You sure with
himself
Antonio
around
Brown
the
living in his house?
Is AB still living in his house?
I'm sure he is.
No way. Well, I saw. I think we'll get to this, but I saw Brady. There was a cool stat. He had 43. He's 43 years old, and he had 43 touchdowns this year.
He had 40 touchdowns.
So
What?
how old is he? 40.
He's 43 with 40 touchdowns this year.
Okay. And then I saw that as like a record or
I
something.
mean, I think I could have had at least 25 touchdowns with that fucking group. Shit. If
Yeah.
I can do a little fucking throw pass. I mean, come on.
You're not giving him any credit.
Nope. Not at all.
No?
You want? I'm going to tell you why. How can you not win when you have Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin? How do you not make that work? I'm just saying. I mean, look.
You think Jameis Winston has the same season that Brady had?
I'm not going to say exact, but I guarantee you he has over 30 touchdowns.
He had 30 touchdowns. He might also have 30 interceptions. I mean, he
But I don't know.
literally
I
threw
mean,
30.
I'm just saying. I mean, he had. So when he was there, he had Godwin, right?
Godwin,
and Evans.
Yeah.
And he was 30 for 30, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about touchdowns here. I'm not talking about picks.
Brady only threw 11 picks.
I don't think that.
I'm not saying that Winston didn't throw too many picks. Of course he did. I'm just saying.
So they get the football team, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna crush
Wow.
them. They're gonna crush them.
I don't know.
I am the biggest Washington football team fan this week, and they better come through for me and take him down.
I'm the
Saturday
biggest
night.
Buccaneers
I'm
fan.
watching that game.
I'd love to see Brady win.
I'd love to see Washington win.
Let's
All
talk
right.
about playoffs. We got playoffs now this week.
I know.
All right, I know we
week.
fucking missed the whole week 17 thing. I know. I
It
know.
wasn't good.
It wasn't good
Like
anyway.
it would have been hard to make the picks because who's playing, who's not playing. The lines would be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picks would have been terrible.
Picks would have been awful.
Okay,
Would've
so
been bad. We're gonna have to pick up at the playoffs though.
yeah, so we got the NFL playoffs set. We don't have to make our. So this is what
We're
happened.
not
with
making
that.
no picks yet, but you don't know who's going on no COVID list or nothing. I ain't fucking playing this game with you
This
right
is
now.
what happened with.
Too early.
Remember, this is what happened with MLB. But do we want to do like our bracket for the playoffs, and then when the time comes, then we can do the individual games?
Yeah, well, yes, of course.
When we pick
Yeah,
up
but you
the
don't do it
games-
today. How do you
So
do
we
it today?
don't want to do like who we think's gonna win the Super Bowl based off like the bracket.
I
and
mean,
all that
fuck.
stuff.
I said
We'll do
kids.
that. We'll do that.
I mean, I
Or
fucking.
who's
could-
gonna win the NFC?
and then we'll readjust once the games are
Exactly.
once they happen.
Because also we're talking about the lines in terms of games when we talk about games. We're not thinking who wins the game. We're
Right.
Like what's the line?
Yes.
Are they going to cover the line? Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So this will
Completely
be.
different.
It's
So
different.
this we can just do like our bracket and like
Yeah.
the playoff.
So there is
picture.
no more lines.
no, there are lines. We're talking about for Friday.
Shut the fuck up, Casey. You're fucking confusing the fuck
For
out.
Friday we do the lines, but today we'll just do the picks. Like,
Are we doing the picks
We're not
today
doing the
too?
picks. No, we're doing the
No.
bracket.
That's why I got
We're
some
doing
Are we doing the bracket today?
Are we doing the bracket today?
That's
Why are we
what-
doing the
that's-
bracket?
No, listen. Nothing set in stone. I'm just having a conversation. I was wondering what you guys want to do.
You know something? I've said sat here for 10 minutes and I feel stupider than I did 10 days ago.
My question is, so the NFL, the playoffs are set. We have a bracket that I could put in front of your face right now. We have it.
Can you actually put it in front of my face?
I was going to print it out, but I didn't, but I could print it out.
I think we should do it on Friday.
I say, give yourself some shit
Yeah.
to fucking get yourself organized, and then we'll fucking do it.
All right, we'll do it on Friday.
Do it on Friday.
All right.
Bracket and the picks.
Bracket and the picks.
What MVP? Who you guys?
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
It's got to be Rodgers. What did he finish with? 43 touchdowns?
48 touchdowns.
Did he get 48?
Yes.
What did he have, 3 yesterday?
He had 4 yesterday. Yeah, he finished with 48 touchdowns, 5 picks.
Yeah, man.
4,300 yards.
What was Mahomes' final stats? Just curiosity.
Yeah. So Mahomes didn't play this week.
He didn't play us there?
They
No,
still
yeah.
won.
He threw. So Mahomes
15
threw
and
for
one.
4,700 yards,
Is
38
there-
touchdowns, 6 picks. So 10 fewer touchdowns, 1 more pick.
But one
Rodgers.
less game to play, though,
One
right?
less game to play.
Rodgers has it.
Yeah, I mean, that's Rodgers'. Yeah.
Is there a Monday Night Football game?
No.
Season's over.
Season's
Season's
over.
over.
Regular season's over.
All right.
Good season.
Can we talk about what happened last night in the Philly game, please?
Oh yeah, let's talk about it.
This just blows my mind. I mean, Peterson should have not only his job fucking canned, his head should be axed. I mean, what the fuck is going on here?
Could you imagine there were fans at that stadium?
Oh
that
my
game?
word, Philly would have friggin' the city of brotherly love would have pulled out the swords and started swishing.
There were fans, right?
No, not a Philly game.
It was in Philly.
It was in Philly.
Oh my word, this was awful.
Jalen Hurts plays 3 quarters, looks fine. Not great, not bad. It's fine. It's 2 rushing touchdowns. Beginning of the 4th quarter, they bench him because they want to get Nate Sudfeld, their 3rd-string quarterback, in
Who's
to get
good?
some reps. Good.
Good.
He looked terrible.
Just tells you what they think of. That just tells you what they think of
Who's
Carson
good?
Wentz.
Yeah. Well, they said they
Who are you
want
saying is good, Will?
Sudfeld.
Nate Sudfeld. I
Who's
think
this? The third string for
The
the
3rd-string
Eagles?
quarterback, former football team action.
And you're
player.
saying he's not good?
He is not good.
Okay.
He's been a career 3rd-string quarterback.
Never got a shot.
I mean, like Jalen Hurts wasn't good last night.
Like Stidham. So
Jalen
he's
Hurts
kinda
was,
like
was
Stidham.
7 for 20 for 72 yards. He did run pretty well, but like he wasn't great. But like you put in your 3rd-string quarterback.
What was Sudfeld?
Sudfeld was 5 for 12 with 0 touchdowns and a pick for 32 yards. He was atrocious. And he fumbled the snap.
Oh, well.
And yeah, I mean, but the score was 17-14 when they took out Hurts and they brought in Sudfeld. Like, you know,
Yeah.
the Giants fans were livid.
And
They
Hurts was doing great.
Hurts was
I
not
don't have a big problem with it.
You know?
No.
Why? How was Hurts doing?
Not well, but like not bad enough to get benched.
Uh,
Like Jalen Hurts was your best way to win.
but it was
last night.
clear that they brought him in because there's no reason for them to win the game. Do you agree with that? The third
Yeah, there's
string?
no reason for them to win the game.
So you don't have a problem with
They
them bringing
were
him
trying
in?
to stick it to the
Yeah.
Giants.
No. I want the 6th pick over the 9th pick.
Mm-hmm.
To business.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
You want to win the game.
And I think COVID really brought out how much like a business it really is because I'm just like overriding all the COVID rules. And
Yeah, but all that
shit.
throwing games happened way before COVID. Throwing games happens. I mean, the Jets fucked up getting Lawrence, even though Fields outplayed him in the freaking.
How about that?
That blows my fucking mind.
What?
Lawrence laid an egg.
Trevor Lawrence did
Oh.
not show up.
Nope.
Were they that I was confused by the whole seed. So we got Alabama versus number 1 versus number 4 Notre Dame, correct?
Right.
And then we got number 2
Clemson.
Clemson. Oh, so Clemson was number 2.
Yeah.
And Ohio State was number 3, and Ohio
Wow.
State kicked the crap out of them.
It's always those games are never close. It's crazy.
Alabama's killed Notre Dame.
I know.
Alabama's gonna rout.
Both of the semifinal games. Do you guys agree with the whole semifinal thing? I feel like both those games are always like blowouts.
Again, Ohio State totally dominated Clemson. I still think the whole way that thing went down to playing 6 games was bullshit. But that's just me. The other guys played 11 games.
But do you think
the coaches poll before the game?
Yeah,
Dabo Sweeney had the Ohio State 11th.
He's such a.
I don't know
What an
why you would
idiot.
say something like
Just
that.
motivates them. Just gives them motivation.
so? Do you think
He's like, I don't regret that. Yeah.
What was it?
You got your dick in your ass, buddy.
So they do coaches polls to see like where the coaches would rank the teams.
Yeah.
And they released the results. And Dabo Sweeney had Ohio State ranked 11th. Like he didn't think they should be sniff the playoffs.
Wow.
And yeah,
Wow. Came on to
Trounced.
bite him. So,
Trounced.
if Ohio State beats Bama and Justin Fields is a good game, do you think the media will try to get Justin Fields number 1?
100%.
I think they might even do it anyway.
Yeah.
wow.
Trevor Lawrence.
You might do it anyway. They're saying that if the Jacksonville Jaguars fire Monroe, which we all expect that to happen, that if they hire Urban Meyer, don't be shocked if he gets Fields. Ohio State connection.
Yeah, but Meyer never coached Fields. I mean, he's been gone since Fields been there.
Yeah, maybe he recruited him or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the
I still
Jets
think
get
Lawrence is the
Fields.
guy, but
Yeah.
Interesting. So do you agree with what I'm saying? As I feel like the semifinal games are always blowouts. Do you think they should just go back to like one game for the national
Not
championship?
always.
Not always. I remember
Ohio
the,
State Clemson last year was close.
Was it?
Yeah.
it's always like the same 4 teams, though.
It is always the same 4 teams.
It's always the same. I mean, the last.
Ohio State, Clemson, Bama, and then grab bag of either Georgia, Notre Dame, like one of the random ass teams is going to make it the 4th.
Yeah.
Bama routed Oklahoma last year.
Yeah.
Interesting. So do you think the semifinals make a big difference, or I guess? It
I mean,
depends.
I like that format because let's put it this way. Let's say that you had your one game. It would be Alabama Clemson. What just happened to Clemson? They just lost.
Yep.
That's a
I
good
think
point.
it should be 8.
I
think
like
eight.
8.
I think
like
8 could get interesting.
You get the Power 5 conference winners and then 3 at-large bids.
Yeah, I think 8 could definitely be interesting.
I think the whole problem with the whole college football playoff as the bowl system and everything is
Yeah.
what's the incentive for the player to play? Like the only thing you have to do is not get hurt, and a lot of players get hurt and ruin a lot of their careers. If you're a highly touted draft prospect, why play in the Capital One Bowl? Why play in the Cheez It Bowl? Christian McCaffrey didn't play, and that didn't help hurt him.
There's so many guys that didn't play in that. I'm pretty sure that even on Alabama said there was one guy who didn't play. Wasn't there one really good wide receiver who decided not to play? What was his name? They're talking about him on.
Oh,
I forget the guy's freaking name. He's supposed to be a top freaking wide receiver prospect. Maybe he was hurt. I don't know, but I think he didn't play because he just didn't play.
in what game?
The semifinal game against Notre Dame.
Oh,
Here's the thing: if you're playing for a national championship, how do you not play in the game?
yeah,
if
that's
you're healthy?
ridiculous. I get like I get the random ass bowl games,
Right,
but
right.
like,
I get that, but like if you're competing for the national championship, you should fucking play.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but I don't. I think the bowl system. The only reason for the bowl system is for the programs to make money.
Yep.
It's the only reason why they exist. They get a heavy amount of money. The teams get money from
From sponsors and
Players
stuff.
get nothing. So
Yeah.
like I wouldn't play. No
Yeah.
point. If I played 11 games this season, I made my case. What's this one game going to show me?
Yep.
No, I mean that makes total sense. I'm just saying that if you're playing for the national
Yeah,
championship,
national
that's
championship's a little different.
Yep.
But like even like one of the high bowl games, the BCS bowl games, if it's not the national championship, why do I care if I win the Citrus Bowl?
right.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
All right. Some other stuff we missed while we were gone. We got some MLB stuff. We got the Padres stacking up.
Tell you one thing: the entire MLB is sleeping except for them.
Yeah, they're making moves.
Watch
Everyone
out for
else
them.
is asleep.
They got you, Darvish too.
Making a
You
push.
Darvish was the second in the NL voting last year behind Bauer.
It's great.
Are they now better than the Dodgers? So who are the
I don't know.
Dodgers? What do they got for pitchers? They
Dodgers rotation.
got Kershaw.
Kershaw,
Buehler.
May.
Trevor May. They got Urias. David Price will be back next year. Gonsolin. They got a deep rotation, and then their lineup is Mookie Betts.
The one
Corey
thing that
Seager.
hurts the Padres is they don't have Clevenger next year. Tommy
No,
John.
Nope, Clevenger's out.
Oh, damn.
Gone.
Yep. But yeah, the Dodgers lineup still got Betts, still got Bellinger. You got another year of Will Smith, Corey Seager, who was great last year. Then with the Padres, you got Fernando Tatis, you got Manny Machado.
Tatis just turned 22.
Yeah.
He's hitting.
I'm getting slander for saying that's the one player I'd start my franchise with. Just turned 22. He's nasty.
That's a great pick.
You know
I
who's still
like-
21? Juan Soto.
Is that your pick?
Yeah, that was.
Of course, that's your pick.
That's a good pick.
You see Tatis is hitting bombs in the Dominican League?
Yeah.
Dakota was saying it.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, no, he's but yeah. Here's the projected rotation for the Padres next year is Yu Darvish, Nelson Lamet, Blake Snell, Chris Paddock, and Adrian Morejon, who's a prospect for the Padres.
Give me Slam Diego.
Sam Diego.
I'm still taking LA until someone knocks you down. You guys stick with the guy that's up top.
Yeah. So the
Be a
Rays.
hell of a series, though. I'd say that.
So the Rays, they lost Snell and Charlie Morton. When did Charlie
They're
Morton?
fucking idiots
Free
down there.
agent. Earlier in like November.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I went
Shout
to
out to
Braves.
Atlanta, yeah.
And then the Cubs made Yu Darvish trade an effort to reset, avoid MLB basement.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
They want to keep the salary low. Well,
It's retexting the tax threshold. If you
Yeah.
go over a certain percentage, you get taxed 10% your first year, 15% your second year, 20% your third year, and then you have to surrender draft picks. Then you got to pay X amount on your salary cap. Or not salary cap, it's your salary that you have. It's fucking stupid.
that threshold is like 230 million. They weren't even close to that. The threshold of 120 where you have to pay no taxes, you get over that threshold, you have to pay a very limited amount of taxes. Once you get over you're talking like 230, 240s. That's where that kind of penalties.
You wouldn't be having this conversation if COVID wasn't around. Because your little taxes that you'd be paying, like for some teams, I'm not saying if you go over the 230 mark, I'm talking about the 120, 130 marks, like you wouldn't sell a couple more fucking beers, all right? There you go.
Yeah, the thing is though, we had this conversation with before COVID. I mean, the Red Sox, you look at what they did, it's very similar to what the Cubs are doing now. I think it's just becoming more commonplace for teams to not, money is no longer tied to winning. Money is tied to just existing. And so if you don't need to win to be profitable, you want to cut your ends to make them as limited as possible so you can make as much profit as possible. If you don't need to win anymore, there's no reason to incentivize adding a big payroll when, if there's 8 playoff teams in each division, you could sneak into the playoffs as a 7th seed. You don't have to be a top team to make the playoffs. And B, if the incentive system is no longer tied to winning, you're going to make your money regardless. So why run out of $200 million payroll if you can make as much money?
You make more money when you're in the playoffs, though.
Yeah, but you could sneak in if you at 500 as the 8th seed and you make the playoffs and make money.
I'm just saying, when you're in a big-ass market like Boston, you think friggin' Boston fans are going to want that? It's only a matter of time for people to catch on. And I've been saying this forever. Boston fans, they always show up. If they suck, if they're great, right? Which you're supposed to do. I'm not saying you're not supposed to be there for your teams. But take blue-collar people, right? Do you think that a mom and a dad with a couple kids can go to a Red Sox game? Do you think they're going to spend that money if they suck?
No.
I wouldn't.
But they're not. The Red Sox don't sell tickets to those families anymore. They're selling them to the wealthy people who build the box seats for. Baseball's no longer tied for the blue-collar family. Their profit system's tied for the donors, the wealthy people.
They don't even watch the game.
They don't even watch. You see how modern stadiums are built. And they're built with the box seats in mind, where you want to put the box seats with the best view, because that's your target clientele, is the people who are going to buy those box seats. I mean, ticket prices have gone up exponentially. Like the Red Sox, after they announced they're cutting payroll, they raised ticket prices.
Ridiculous.
Insane.
And 2 last-place finishes in the AL.
Exactly. So
Last place.
You're no longer trying to market to the blue-collar mom and pop people who go to the games, who are going to sit in the bleachers. You're marketing towards, TV revenue deals, so that's why you want to expand playoffs, because you make more money that way. And you're targeting towards the wealthy people who are going to buy the box seats. So there's no point in, trying to get those asses in the seats to be the sellout streak, because that's not going to make you profitable. What's going to make you profitable is cutting salary, trimming the fat, and, getting just marginally, staying in a margin. So there's no real incentive for teams to try, because because teams don't care about winning. That's just my.
It's a valid point. I'm just saying that I know that if you're a winning franchise, all right, here's a great example. New England.
Yeah.
When Kraft bought the Patriots, he still had to pay, what did he pay, like $700 million for them, I think, back in 94 or something like that. I don't even think it was that much. I think I'm way overkill on that. But whatever he paid for the Patriots in 94, and if he sold them today, why is it that he can get $4 billion now? Because it's a winning organization.
I mean, you look at how much the Royals sold for 2 years ago? $2.4 billion.
Mahomes is in on it.
Yeah, it was bought when the original owner bought it. It was $500 million. I mean,
but when did that guy buy it though?
He bought it like 20 years ago. I mean, it's the fact that there's been a lot more money pushed into sports.
$2.4 billion for the Royals. Fucking A. You offered that to me, and I'm the Royals owner. I'm gonna fucking say, smell you later. Here you fucking go, buddy.
Yeah. So, in the Mets sold for $3.5 billion. They haven't won ever since '86. I mean, they're not a winning franchise by any means sense of a winning franchise. They're in a big market, but they're still a little brother in a big market.
Knicks, third most valuable franchise in the world.
Absolute joke.
Dallas Cowboys,
Really?
the most
Knicks.
valuable franchise in the world, haven't won in 30 years.
Yep.
So winning your value, it can help you. And you look at the Warriors, you look at the Patriots, you've seen how they've become one of the top tier franchises in sports because of winning. but that's not the only way to do it anymore, and you can still make plenty of money by not winning.
You think the Red Sox sneak in this year?
Do you hear that they're very, very interested in bringing Jackie Bradley Jr. back? Unbelievable.
Wow.
They sign him. Tell you right now, I will not go to a Red Sox game. Won't do it. In his entire tenure, if whatever his years are, I will not go to a Red Sox game. Won't do it.
Why not?
Because he's awful. He's awful.
He's a great fielder.
Oh, what am I? Oh, he can catch the fucking ball.
Those diving catches.
Oh, yeah.
For shit.
Can't swing the stick.
Those
What about
diving
the
catches are
2018
nice to
playoffs
watch.
for you guys? Don't you have
He
some-
got
some
one
love?
home run. He got one home run. How about J.D. Drew? He got that one grand slam in 07. What else did he do in 5 years here?
He was the MVP of the ALCS in 2018.
He got 3 hits.
2 home runs, a grand slam.
3 hits. Timely hits, I'll give you that, but shit.
That's all you need in the playoffs, just timely hits. That's how you win in the playoffs. You get those big hits, and you can
He
get those big
stinks.
hits.
He sucks at. Look at his friggin'
Oh, I know he can
overall
hit.
friggin' stats. They suck ass. My shits fucking smell
He was
better
actually
than his
pretty good last
bats.
year.
What's his career average?
Career average 240 hitter.
Woo!
Wow.
Damn.
He was good last year.
That's some
actually.
baked beans coming out there.
He hit 283 last year. 283, 7 bombs last year in 55 games. It's not bad from Bradley.
Short scale. Just saying.
All
Usually
right.
falls off. He usually has like 20 games that he looks actually all right, and then,
Plummets.
He's very inconsistent.
oh yeah.
Last
I'm not
thing.
taking away his fucking defensive skills. I'm just saying. Can't pay for all defensive. You gotta be able to get on base.
The last topic to talk about, NBA. So the Celtics were 4-3.
Terrible loss to the Pistons the other night.
That was awful. I watched that game. Awful game.
They did last
Awful.
night.
The Pistons.
Barely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tatum had to shoot a game winner last night to friggin' win that game.
Jeez.
I will say Tatum and Brown are studs.
Yeah. Are they carrying the team or what?
Brown career high the other night.
Yeah. 42?
42. I
3
think.
quarters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brown averaging 28, 5 and 3, 28 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Tatum averaging 24, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists per game so far.
Wow.
I mean, Brown's getting off to his fastest scoring start of his career. He's looked really good this year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, once Kemba comes back, I mean, you're playing without a point guard right now.
Your boy Pritchard getting some run.
Yeah.
He's getting some run.
My boy Peyton.
He is the perfect Boston sports like person. He's gritty. First of all, he's white. He's gritty. He's, he has a great name to say in a
Blue
Boston.
collar.
Blue collar. Great name to say in a Boston accent. Peyton Pritchard. Just
Peyton.
made to be
My boy
a
Peyton.
made to be a Boston sports legend. Peyton Pritchard.
Who is this guy?
Oregon.
It's the guy that got win Rookie of the Year to call it. Fuck you, fucker, son, nigga.
Where'd he
I
go?
do agree he's nice with it. That's from Oregon, right?
Oregon.
Oh,
Yeah.
he played at Oregon?
Yeah, fucking
He's-
blue collar shit.
He's the ultimate like scrappy player too.
I
If
would
you
say
watch
it's
how he
probably
plays.
one of the least blue collar
Yeah,
colleges
what?
you could go to.
Doesn't the Nike owner own
I was gonna say
Oregon?
you get so much gear when you go to Oregon.
Yeah.
You do.
Well, I'm talking about now he's in Boston, though, buddy.
Yeah, now he's scrappy.
Now he's in Boston. Now he's scrapping.
Now he's blue collar.
Now he's blue collar.
He's hungry.
Yeah.
You can go from blue to white to purple real quick, buddy.
Red,
Real quick.
red, white, and blue.
Fucking look at Abe's. He went from fucking blue to white. Fucking used to work in Florida, blue collar, now he works for fucking Patterson and white collar.
blue collar.
Never blue collar.
Where is this guy from?
Who, Abe's?
No. No.
Peyton Pritchard.
Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah.
Peyton!
Where's he from?
He's from the West Coast.
West
He's from
Which, Indiana.
Tualatin, Oregon.
Ooh, he's from
Oh,
Oregon.
so he's from Oregon.
Yeah.
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 From a small town in
They do
Oregon.
really score like all Oregon.
Oh, it's very
sports last
pretty.
year.
Really?
Yeah, like they'd have no shot.
Is
of
it pretty?
winning, like,
Yeah, this is where he's
27,
from.
30.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quaint.
Yeah, it's like a little quaint little town.
That's blue collar.
Yeah.
A little walk on the river.
Yeah, fucking bounce the basketball on the river.
Curry, 62 yesterday.
Yeah. Wow. Hi. And he said, cue the Jordan meme, right? During a post-game video conference with reporters, I take all that personally when asked about people asking if Curry can still play.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Fuel the fire.
Of course he can.
If Curry can still play, what the fuck is going on with America?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
I mean, can Curry carry a team, though, is the question. Can
I don't
Curry
think
be
so.
The only option?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, to his defense, it ain't like you're playing the beast out in the West out there, too. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
I'll tell you one thing. Lakers don't look that good so far.
I think
Lakers?
it's good. I have a hard time drawing any conclusions from like the first 2 weeks of this basketball season. If you actually watched it, it's been terrible. Just the style of play, because like no preseason.
Yeah.
Teams coming off
Let's see.
uneven rest.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while for teams to like get in the groove. I was watching the Hawks Cavs game for some reason the other night. There was like a 6-minute stretch of some of the worst basketball I've ever seen. Turnovers, missed shots, awfully run plays. Just like get down the court, shoot a 3, air ball, rebound.
Yeah.
Get down the court, turnover, get back
Sounds
down the
like-
court, shoot a 3, air ball. Awful basketball.
Sounds like the NBA.
Yeah, sounds like the MGA.
All right, Kelly Oubre, 2 for 30 from 3-point this year, shooting 6.7% from 3.
Terrible. 6%.
That was the Warriors' big one of the big offseason acquisitions for them.
Yeah,
Trying to make up for Clay.
yeah.
I mean, if they had Thompson, it's a whole different story. It's too bad.
Too bad.
Too bad. Too bad.
All right, that's all we got for today, guys. Anything else? I think
Don't
that's it.
worry, we haven't disappeared. We're gonna be here. Happy New Year.
Bracket and the picks on Friday.
Yeah, we're back and better than ever. Make sure to send in your advice to casey@lumberland.com. And I think that's all we got. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
That's a wrap.